Cybercriminals work tirelessly to trick people into disclosing personal information. One method they employ is the creation of malicious websites. Their abilities to disguise malicious websites as harmless have grown in sophistication, resulting in numerous successful phishing and malware campaigns. Welcome to today's edition of Fraud Files, where we'll look at the case of the SSNDOB marketplace website that was shut down by the IRS and the FBI for identity theft and other crimes. Make sure to watch this story all the way through to avoid missing any of the details. Remember to subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Let's get started without further ado. United States Attorney Roger B. Handberg has announced the seizure of the SSNDOB marketplace, a series of websites that operated for years and were used to sell personal information, including the names, dates of birth, and social security numbers of individuals in the unit. The SSNDOB marketplace has listed the personal information of over 24 million people in the United States, generating over $19 million in sales revenue. The IRS and FBI led the seizure operation, with the agencies working in close cooperation with law enforcement authorities in Cyprus and Latvia. According to the statement, seizure orders were executed against the domain names of the SSNDOB marketplace, ssndob.ws, ssndob.vip, ssndob.club, and blackjob.biz, effectively seizing the website's operation. Although no arrests were announced, the press release stated that the U.S. intends to conduct asset forfeiture while the information is ongoing. According to the IRS, agents will continue to work with the U.S. and international law enforcement community to end these complex scams, regardless of where the money trail leads. The SSNDOB administrators advertised the marketplace's services on dark web criminal forums, provided customer support, and regularly monitored the site's activities, including when purchasers deposited money into their accounts. The administrators also used a variety of techniques to maintain their anonymity and avoid detection of their activities, such as using online monikers that were distinct from their true identities, strategically maintaining servers in different countries, and requiring buyers to use digital payment methods such as Bitcoin. The seized domains appear to be part of the same operation that security journalist Brian Krebs reported about 9 years ago. SSNDOB has for the past 2 years marketed itself on underground cybercrime forums as a reliable and affordable service that customers can use to look up SSNs, birthdays, and other personal data on any U.S. resident, Krebs wrote in September 2013. Krebs was swatted shortly after one of his articles on SSNDOB, which at the time used the ssndob.ru domain. SSNDOB operators obtained their information in part by breaking into LexisNexis, Dun & Bradstreet, and Kroll Background America. According to another Krebs report from 2013, hackers used SSNDOB data to gain control of Xbox Live accounts held by some Microsoft employees. As security company Sophos noted in a story on the shutdown, an SSN doesn't actively identify you, but knowing someone's SSN or the equivalent personal identifier in your country is a good starting point if you're an identity theft, because it can often be combined with other personal information to get past identity checks. Security company Chain Analysis, which markets investigation software that connects cryptocurrency transactions to real-world entities, wrote that SSNDOB's Bitcoin payment processing system has been active since April 2015 and has received nearly $22 million worth of Bitcoin across over 100,000 transactions. Perhaps most interesting of all is the activity we see between SSNDOB and Joker's Stash, a large darknet market focused on stolen credit card information and other PII that shut down in January 2021, Chain Analysis wrote. Between December 2018 and June 2019, SSNDOB sent over $100,000 worth of Bitcoin to Joker's Stash, suggesting the two markets may have had some relationship to one another, including possibly shared ownership. Chain Analysis also wrote that the SSNDOB shutdown is the latest in a string of darknet market closures over the past year. Over and over, illicit services that embrace cryptocurrency have opened themselves up to law enforcement scrutiny and been shut down, in large part because of the inherent transparency of blockchains. I applaud the extensive work and cooperation by our domestic and international law enforcement partners in bringing a halt to this global scheme, said U.S. Attorney Roger Handberg. The theft and misuse of personal information is not only criminal, but can have a catastrophic impact on individuals for years to come. Identity theft can have a devastating impact on a victim's long-term emotional and financial health. Taking down the SSN-DOB website disrupted ID theft criminals and helped millions of Americans whose personal information was compromised, said Special Agent in Charge Daryl Walden, IRS-CI Washington, D.C. Field Office. Special agents with IRS-CI's D.C. Cybercrimes Unit will continue to work with the U.S. and international law enforcement community to end these complex scams, regardless of where the money trail leads them. These seizures demonstrate the FBI's strong working relationship with our international partners in disrupting malicious cyber activity, said FBI Tampa Special Agent in Charge David Walker. Dismantling illicit marketplaces that threaten the privacy and security of the American public is a priority of the FBI. The IRS Criminal Investigations Cybercrimes Unit and the FBI Tampa Division led the investigation in the United States, with assistance from the IRS Criminal Investigations Tampa Field Office, the Department of Justice's Office of Internal Affairs, the FBI's legal attaché offices in Latvia and Cyprus, the Latvian Police, and the Cyprus Police also provided significant assistance. Assistant United States Attorney Rachel Jones is in charge of the investigation, and Assistant United States Attorney Suzanne Nebeski is in charge of asset forfeiture. And that brings us to the end of today's Fraud Files episode, which featured the case of the SSN-DOB marketplace that was shut down by the IRS and the FBI for identity theft and other crimes. Remember, don't play on the dark web. There's too many shadows willing to take advantage of you. We hope you had a good time watching the video. If so, please subscribe to our channel and like it. Stay tuned to our channel for more amazing videos like this one by clicking the bell icon. Don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments section below. We'll see you in the next episode of Fraud Files.